We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Here's Williams. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Now a give right side. Peoples. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze from 6 yards away. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him up.
Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Up the middle they go. Peoples.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. To throw, Williams.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Peoples. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, it's Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To the air, Williams. Buying time to his left. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not put low at all here in the first half.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll field this at the 5.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Williams.
To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. Down the left sideline.
And touchdown!
Rome Odunze.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Mahomes. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Williams over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Cowboys, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. It's complete to Cook. And shutting him off, now open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now they'll go with a reverse. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
69 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
In motion, the tight end. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll go play action here with Williams. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
He's got it. This is where. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Mahomes going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. the 11-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Micah Parsons
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
To throw, Williams.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They run the counter. Peoples. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll run on 1st down. Peoples. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Peoples. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and